Hey guys, I'm Todd Bachman, and it's Thursday, which means it's time for viewer Q&A. Will Hoyle from San Antonio, Texas writes, I've done some deals and used Facebook marketing and yellow letters to vacants and tax delinquents. My question is, how can I get more leads consistently coming in? Well, to get leads consistently coming in, it really takes some time, and it really takes finessing and really getting down your marketing and approach to it. For instance, if you're sending out letters to vacants and tax delinquents, if you're not getting consistent results from the letters to vacants and tax delinquents, you might try changing up the wording of the letters or even the letters themselves. Maybe you try yellow letters or something, as you mentioned. But you might want to change your wording in the letters. You might want to change how you're approaching them. For instance, like on a vacant properties, those always annoy me so much, because I see this vacant property, I'll send out 100 letters to different owners, and I don't get that many calls. I'll maybe get less than 10 out of 100, which is pretty good, but usually you're looking at like around 3 calls out of 100 letters. And there's 90 more or so out there that I know these are vacant properties. Why aren't they calling me? Because I want to get that deal. So it's really frustrating that I'm not getting as much results consistently from that. So from that, rather than just sending out the letters, if you're not getting a lot of results, try calling them. Look up their number and try to call them. You can also, if they're local, go knock on their door. You have the address you sent the letter to, you're sitting around waiting them to respond to your letter. Quit waiting. Go knock on their door. I know it can be scary for people. Oh my gosh, I don't want to talk to people. I was the same way when I started. I had to overcome that because I figured nobody's going to do it for me, and I'm not going to get the deals as much if I do. So I had to force myself to overcome that and learn how to go knock on the doors and talk to the people and not be so afraid to do it. And when you actually go knock on the door and talk to them, it's really a lot easier to find out where they're at with things, to get a response from them. They don't often yell at you and tell you to leave, sometimes, but not always. But they will listen to you and see that you're serious and you're a real person. You're not just a letter that's coming. People get angry sometimes about letters. Oh, you sent me a letter, I don't want to be contacted. But if you're actually there talking to them, hey, I'm interested in buying your house, I just wondered if you wanted to talk about it. You tend to get a lot better response from that consistently. Also, if you're doing the vacants and the tax delinquents and you're not getting a lot of consistency out of it, maybe try looking into other markets. Maybe look at, researching the recorder's office and finding pre-foreclosures and start talking that market, because you're going to have a lot more motivated sellers there than you would from tax delinquents and things like that. Usually, like tax delinquents are people, they can be good deals, but a lot of times it's people who have kind of given up on the property and they're just not even paying the taxes and don't care. But, if you can get hold of them, you might have to go knock on their door in order to really get a response from them. So it just takes time. It takes consistency in your marketing in order to start getting more consistent results. And of course, obviously, the more that you're able to do, once you start getting results and start making some money, you can start putting that money back into marketing. And whereas you start out, you might be sending out, maybe 100 or a couple 100 letters a month. As you make more money, you start sending out thousands of letters a month, and you're going to start getting a lot more results out of that. Well, I hope you found that information useful. And if this is your first time here, I'd love it if you subscribe to our channel by clicking on the button down below. Every week I'm going to be bringing you lots of information, starting on Tuesday with Success Tips, where I bring you strategies and ideas to help you get started in this business or to take it to the next level. On Wednesdays is Success Stories, where I share with you real-life experiences that I've had in my business. And on Thursdays, it's Viewer Q&A, where I answer your questions that you send in. Now, twice a month, we're going to be interviewing real-life real estate investors who are out there making a killing in this game. Be sure and click down below and get the free ebook, and check out our website for lots more information and free goodies.